Hey everybody, it's Danielle here from DKW Styling. So welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, I do hair. I specialize in hair color and hair extensions. I love fashion and beauty, photography, and all that good stuff, so check this video out and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey everybody, it's Danielle here from DKW Styling. Welcome to my salon here in Laguna Beach, California. Okay, so I have not done a YouTube video in forever. I apologize, but I am back on the YouTube train. So today in this video, what we're going to talk about is color, all about color. I'm going to post my transformation of the week on my blog each week, and I'm going to tell you exactly what formulas I use, how I do it, the techniques and everything. So if you want to see my weekly transformation, go ahead and click on the link below this video. That's going to take you directly to my blog where you can kind of find out more about me, more about my salon here in Laguna Beach, and also about a hair extension method I created called Natural Beaded Rows. Okay, you guys, so I absolutely love hair color. Part of the reason I believe that my hair extensions blend so well is my ability to blend different colors. When I'm coloring hair extensions, I also color those so that it's a seamless blend and match. If you're new to my channel, check out some of my education on my blog and come down here and visit. Now, I had a client come in, and if you don't do hair, this may sound a little bit kind of a foreign language, so I will try to relate to both audiences, both the stylist and the client, because sometimes I believe it's hard to communicate to your stylist what you're wanting or what you're looking at. I had a client fly into me. I would say half of my clientele flies into me because I have a specialty, which is extensions, and I had a girl fly to me last week. She had probably a level 3 naturally, which is a dark brown, and then she kind of had some old color here, and then she had some self balayage pieces that had kind of gone a reddish brown, I would say. So what our goal was, and I'll kind of even post some inspiration photos on my blog so you can kind of see what she brought to me as far as what she was wanting. Everybody I have that comes in and flies in and travels to see me, I have them send me pictures of their own hair as well as pictures of their inspiration photos. And I always do a phone consultation with all of my clients so that when they get here, I have the hair ordered, we're on the same page, and then we can just kind of create, and it makes the process a little bit more smooth for both of us. So anyway, she had a really, the dark brown, kind of the medium brown, and some old reddish, kind of old highlights, balayage look. And we wanted to take her kind of more of a beigey, kind of a beachy, soft ombre or sombre color, you could say. So this is how I chose to do her color. I do all of my balayage in a, for me, I don't know if you do hair, but for me, a foil is more predictable. A lot of times you might have a client come in and say, oh, I haven't colored my hair forever, but you really don't know what's on the ends of their hair. And I've tried different balayage bleaches and they end up not lifting enough. So my rule in color is it's not necessarily always about, I have a lot of people say, what did you tone this with or what did you use? And it's not always about what you tone it to, but what you lift their hair to is how it's going to look when it's toned. So this particular client, I did what I call a foilage technique, which is basically balayage and a foil. And you can kind of soften your line. You can paint the foil, in zone 3, which is the ends, and then you can pull the foil, fold the foil in half, pull it down, and kind of blend your line out. However, that doesn't erase the line. I don't know if you've seen other YouTube videos and you're like, oh, that's how they're getting the seamless blend. That is not how they're getting the seamless blend. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of my secrets. So with her color, after I went in and I foilaged, I started at the bottom and worked my way up. As I get closer to the top, maybe you've heard this new technique with hair color kind of bouncing around baby lights. So baby lights is a great way to kind of give you some soft dimension but not look streaky. And then by foilaging and giving it kind of a heavier, lighter look on the ends, we're kind of moving away from that really scary dip dyed ombre look or just heavily painted on the ends. And it looks more fluid, more seamless. It kind of has a light highlight here into a balayage look. And that's kind of trending in hair color right now. So as I worked my way to the top, I did a baby light highlight, which is like with your weave comb, the finest little highlight you've ever In fact, one of my assistants, as she was watching me one day said, "Are you doing invisible highlights? Is that even gonna show up?" But it does. It's just enough to soften it. Now, in this particular client, I chose not to do a base color. I don't know if you've seen any of my work, but I'm a big fan of a base. I just think it kind of softens and blends everything. And if you have gray, your only option is a base. However, this girl, because she had such a grow out, again, click on the link down below this video, it's gonna show you the before and afters. On her hair, I didn't know what was in zone 2. So in hair, you have zone 1, which is the roots, zone 2 is the mid, and then zone 3 is kind of more towards the ends. In zone 2, I didn't know what was on her ends, and I didn't want to leave her feeling like she had hot roots. So I chose not to do a base color. And that's why I went in and I did the baby lights. Typically with my baby lights, depending on what the look they want, I usually do the baby lights about an inch off the scalp, or sometimes I'll do some of the scalp, some not. I don't necessarily have a pattern of 2 to 1. I try and be creative and just look at where they part their hair and how the hair flows, and that helps me to determine where and how heavy I want to place my baby lights or my foils. So after I went in, I did the foilage, I did the baby lights. This is where the magic happens. I lift her to a pale yellow, almost white blonde. If you don't lift them that light and you try and tone or deposit over it, it can only go so cool. Hair when you're lifting goes red, orange, yellow, white. You have to lift out of that red zone or they're gonna fade out kind of brassy, or you have to lift out of that yellow brassy zone or that orangey zone, or when their toner fades, they're gonna feel brassy. So I lifted her to a very pale yellow, white, and then at the bowl, what you're gonna do now, if you're not using Redken Shades EQ or you're not using a semi-permanent, you need to find one. It is a game changer. It is how to get that seamless blend. What I do is, keep in mind when I do my foils, everything's very random so that nothing has harsh lines and nothing is starting and stopping at the same point in the head when I'm doing the foils. At the bowl, we rinse her. We put a level 7 on her ends, a very warm beigey Redken Shades. That's what I use to tone everything down to a nice cool beige, kind of honey blonde tone. Then we rinse that. Now we bring her back to the chair because I want to see all the lines through here. I'm going to take another formula in Redken Shades. I mixed actually a 4, not a 4. I think I did a 6, I think I did a 6 and a 4 actually, so I was probably looking for more of like a 5, which sounds dark and you're thinking you're going to paint over that on wet hair and you're going to cover up all that work you just did, but you're not, because Redken Shades EQ is very translucent, it's very soft, it's not a permanent color. I look at it as more of a stain. So I mix a darker color than what I put on her ends because I want those highlights to just subtly peek through. I bring her back to the chair, I smudge with Redken Shades, and we rinse her. 5 minutes, then we rinse her. We bring her back, it just kind of looks like random organic highlights that fades into this beautiful kind of honey blonde beigey tone, and I absolutely was thrilled with it. So anyways, you guys, that was like me rambling on about how I did this color, but I'm going to be coming to you every week with a weekly transformation explaining to you how I did it. So again, for more information on me or to see the transformation, click on the link below this video. I also love fashion, and I do a little bit of fashion and lifestyle blogging. So if you're a girl and you love that kind of stuff too, go ahead and hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, or again, check me out at dkwstyling.com. All right, guys.